Hi everyone, so I'm back today to do a design team project for the old design shop, and the papers that I've got are called Whispered Botanicals, and I'm making a nature themed journal at the moment, so that will come in handy. I'm going to make a couple of pockets, I think. We'll see what we can get out of these 2 pages. There is more than these, but I'm just going to use these, and I'll probably like add some other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, this is what I'm working on. This is the second one of these that I'm working on. Love for the cover. Anywho, I thought I would I printed these out to like 2 to 1 page, so they are full size. They would be full size. I will link this kit below so you can go and check it out, and any other kits that I use in here from the old design shop, I will link them below. So for example, here I kind of like the idea of having this as a tag, so I ordered myself a new paper trimmer like last night. It's coming tomorrow. It's not an expensive one or anything, it was actually cheap as chips. It's just this one, I've wrecked that piece of it because this was a Stampin' Up one, and you can't get this one anymore, and you couldn't get the blades, so I've just been using my craft knife in there. But you know, I've been doing that for about 4 or 5 years and this is now like kind of broke, so I just ordered a little cheapy one that I can still use this with, so that I don't have to keep buying blades all the time. Anywho, that's a different story. Right, so that is my little pocket. I don't know why I felt that I needed to explain all that. And I can get 2 tags out of this. Well, I could. Let me see what, like, because it's, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make a pocket. Do I want... I am going to make 2 tags out of that. I'm going to get 3 tags out of that piece. Right. Oh god, my fingers ain't working. I just like trimmed all my nails down because I split one of them, and I can't stand having one really short nail and the rest of them are a little bit long. Bit freakish like that. This we will leave to one side just now. I don't know. Now my train of thought is kicking in. Right. As like I said, I was going to do some pockets. I'm just looking for a page to put this in, or what page I'm going to put it in, so that I know what size to make it. Makes sense, doesn't it? I kind of put a lot of pockets in as well last night. That's what I was doing. That's what I was working on last night. Let's do something here. Okay. Rethink. Right. This could be a big pocket. Oh, it could be a double pocket. We could do a double pocket, couldn't we? Right, so I'm just going to mark that there. Excuse me if I sound a bit snuffled. It's that time of year. We're all choking to death with allergies. Right, where's my little... Sorry if you can hear my fan going, but the windows are shut because there's a lot of noise outside. And I need the fan on because it gets too hot. I can't win. Can't win. You could definitely cut this with your paper trimmer. No, what size is it? That's too big, so it was this size. It was this size. Right, so these things are not hard to do. Somebody left me a comment the other day. It was a nice comment. And just said that, oh, I think it was the tags. Where are they? These tags, because they're going into that journal. These tags that I made. She said, oh, it would take me like weeks, you know, making decisions and stuff like that. I used to be like that. But like at the moment, I'm trying not to overthink everything. Just do it. Just do it. You know, if you're making pockets and stuff, if once you've made it, you don't like it, just don't stick it in. Yeah, definitely just don't stick it in. Right, and we will have, let's see, what do we want it about there and there. We shall, and I'm just going to, that could be another pocket. Right, I just need to get my ink, and I'm spraying this at the moment because it's seen better days. I'm just spraying it off there so I don't get any water on my project. Just plain water. Let it soak in. Is an oldie, like that ink pad's an old pad, but these inks are designed to, the water's not going to mess it up. It's kind of designed to, you know, for water anyway. Right, so I'm going to put another little notch on there. And remember as well, not all journal pages are to be journal pages. Like you can see here, I'm making pockets out of them. You know, there isn't separate pockets with this kit, but the paper you can do, it's a bit like scrapbooking paper really, isn't it? You can do so much with the papers. They just don't have to be journal pages in your journal. Right, you can see how that's livened that up a little bit. And we'll do the same here. So I actually got this to play around with before I went away, but it was, I didn't have any time to play with it then. That needs just a little bit more straightening up. Actually, I'll glue it in and then trim it off. Where's my glue? Yeah, so I didn't have any time to play with it before I went away because I was too busy like sorting the house out and packing and, you know, the stuff you do before you go away. So yeah, I was kind of itching to play around with this. There we go. Right, and I'm just going to bring it down a little bit so that I can have it straight for me, so it's not skew-iffy. Right, and you can see that I didn't cut that a bit straight in the beginning, so ta-da! You can certainly stitch this if you want to. Right, so that will be going on there, like so. I do have lots of other things ready to go in this journal as well, but I thought I would do something here. Excuse me. So we're just going to glue that in by gluing the bottom and two sides. Oh, here we go, typical. And I was good and been putting the little pin back in so it doesn't dry out, but yeah, guess what? I'm on a video now, so it wants to play up. There we go. Just double checking that that is the right way round. Of course it is. The pocket's there. But I think that's just habit with me because I've kind of put things in upside down before. Like whole pages and signatures and pockets and stuff. Done all that before. Right. So, there we go. I can leave that to dry for a little minute. Right, something I did print out was some of these. And something else, and I don't know what I've done with it. Hang on. I printed these as well, and I printed 2 to a page, so they are larger, but I am going to incorporate parts of these onto my tags, as well as maybe them. We'll see. Right, first of all, the tags, I'm going to find some glue. So, glue stick, that one's nearly done, so we'll grab another. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to glue these onto there, and I'll be back. So I've cut them all out. I'm going to use my template, which I need to wash. And this was from ARTYmaze. She doesn't have them anymore. You can make your own using acetate, and you can like do them to your favourite size, or you could use a credit card. But the great thing about these is I like that you can manoeuvre it around a page and decide, okay, I want that part, or oh, I think I like that part. So it's good to have a clear one. And they come in 3 sizes. The other one's somewhere else right now. Where is it? There it is. I mainly use these 2. But they come, you can make 3 sizes. If you want to know the sizes of these, let me know and I will mark it below. I'll then add it to the description box. Right, so I need that again. What am I doing? Right. Whoops-a-diddly. Right. So as I'm doing this, I'm actually watching in silence. It's in silent. The king arriving at the White House for a ceremony. Looks very spectacular. Please don't come up with any political opinions in the comment section. I'm not interested. It's just you know, a state visit. I do find these things quite fascinating, as in like the all the procedures that has to you know, be in place. Doesn't matter who it is, whether it's, you know, the King of England or the Queen of Bulgaria. Right, so we're just going to ink that up. Excuse me. So you could stitch these if you want. You don't have to ink if you don't want to. I do need to get a new ink pad. I do have other ones, but they're just a little bit too dark for my liking. What have I got? Is it ground espresso? I don't mind using that and stuff that's a little bit more grungier, but this is quite neutralish. And then we will come in with the hole punch. And we will hole punch them. You don't have to hole punch them. You could just sew or glue on a little fixing to the top. I don't even know what you call it. Tab, or I'm using this. These actually would look good with some stitching around them. Kind of just makes them pop a little bit. I've got loads of little bits. I've got loads of these. So far I've made a double pocket out of a page and still got bits left over, and I've made 3 little tags from a page that's been shrunk down. See that bruise on my hand? Oh, battered my hand on the handle of the door, bedroom door, because there's that much like hanging off the back of it, you know, and like not pegs, but I've got an over the door hanger thing, and there's hoodies and dressing gowns and cardigans and everything else, and don't open wide, and I whacked into it. There we go. Right, now this is where I'm gonna look for little bits on here. We will take this piece, and you'll see I'm not using these as a whole. I'm just using these as, you can use them as a whole if you wanted to, but I'm using them as, see, I like that as well. Don't know where I'm using that yet, but I know I'm gonna. Could have done this off camera, but there's only a few. I know some of you like the quick videos and some of you like the long videos, so I'll just try and keep everybody happy. Get a bit of both. Next video I'll do, I'll make it quick and just do a voiceover. So some people don't like the voiceovers. Sometimes I have to do a voiceover because of noise and things like that, or you know, the opportunity isn't there for me to be able to talk. So I do the video, crack on with doing the video, and then try and do a voiceover. And sometimes I just have to play music as well. For me personally, I'm a visual learner. I don't need to listen as long as I can see, which is the main thing. So yeah, that's excuse me, that's for me, but I know everybody is different. Let's just take a little drink because my mouth's really dry. Sorry about that. Right, so I'm looking for, well, they're all numbers basically, aren't they? Numberish. Alright, so I want that one there. Set that over to the side. And that one up here. These are the mini grunge numbers and text labels set 2. I will link it below. And this was, if I can read that, it's obviously tiny, vintage factory tags, and that again I will link below. And the other one was whispered botanicals. And if there's anything else I decide to pull out, I will tell you. So last time I looked, the old design shop had a 50% sale, so I'll go check that out. I've got my little box with my little bits so I don't end up on the floor. I've hoovered this morning in here. I dusted, not everywhere, but I dusted this area and I hoovered the floor because there was little bits of paper everywhere. Oops, I diddly. Right, I want one more little piece. I think I want that for on here. I do. Excuse me. Right, so I'll keep that there. See, I like that. It's that part where it says Unit 76. Oh, I've got to tell you a funny story. It was just because I see the 7667. Okay, so when we were on holiday, we went to play bingo in the entertainment room, and the kids were allowed to be in there. Obviously, they weren't allowed to play bingo. And anyway, my 4-year-old grandson, who is crazy, right? Ronnie, his name is. Actually, all my grandkids are a bit crazy, but anyway, Ronnie, the guy that was shouting out the bingo numbers, and it was all linked to other resorts that we were at Park Dane, and it was linked to all the other ones anyway. The guy's shouting 1 and 7, 17, you know how it goes. And then after about a couple of minutes, my grandson's just laying on the floor repeating everything he says. So if it was 3 and 3, 33, Ronnie was saying 3 and 3, 33. The whole room was in hysterics at him. And the guy even stopped and said, "Are you trying to steal my job, little one?" And then the next night we were in, and I wasn't playing bingo, but they were. He's doing the same. I was like, oh my gosh, and everybody thought it was so funny. Nobody won anyway, by the way. But we did have a good giggle. It was just when I seen that, it just popped into my mind. Right, I kind of want to use, these are not from the old design shop, but I kind of feel like I need to use some labels like this. I'm wanting to see, that one was just laying there just because I saw it. I'm just gonna quickly look for another one. Okay, find these. Haha. Right, so there's little ones that probably would be better. I might use them too. Yeah, so that was a funny little bit of our holiday as well. These kids are just obsessed with this 6-7 malarkey. I'm not even sure I know what it means. I've heard so many different versions of what it means, and I don't know which one is true. But yeah, it's funny. Right, what's that? Little bits of rubbish. Let's move this into the little rubbish box. Okay, right. Let's see. Do we want, kind of like this at the moment, this kind of idea of excuse me, my throat is so dry. We shall just do that. Right. And then wrap it around. Make sure it's pretty straight. That's not straight. It's as straight as it's going to be. Alright, that one there. Could cut that a little bit thinner. A little bit shorter as well. Oh, they have arrived. The King and Camilla. I won't call her Queen because I don't think she is. Anywho, keep my opinions to myself. Shut up, Yvonne. Right, that's just dressed that up a little bit. And we do, let's see, this one, I feel like maybe something needs that. That's too big, isn't it? Too big. Only want a little bit of it, to be fair. I might not wrap this one around, but what I will do is sorry if I just nudged the camera with my head. Yeah, I'm not going to wrap that one around because that's too big. That's too big. That can come in handy for something else. And I might not even put a number on that. That kind of looks okay. Or might just trim that down a little bit. Right, we'll set that about there. Let me just okay, that's that one done. And then here, don't know if I want that one now because the colour is not appealing. Could use just like that little piece. We might just do that. So we might hope you can't hear my washing machine, but it's finished and it's just beeps and beeps till you open the door and turn it off. The one I had before, it used to play a song. It was a tune that it played and it got on my nerves because when we didn't realise it when we first got it that it done that, and we were sitting and we were like, who's in the house? Whose mobile phone is that going off? It was so funny till we realised it was actually the washing machine. We thought somebody had kind of like broke in. Right, just wanted that piece. My little fingers won't pick it up. Right. Oh, talking about breaking in. Gosh, it all happens. Anyway, my son, his friend, has got a new girlfriend. And they're young, right? They're young. They're in their early 20s. Anyway, she's kind of getting harassed a little bit from her ex-boyfriend. So my son's friend stays with his nan, who is about 76, 78. Anyway, 2, 3 o'clock the other morning, they hear all this smashing and commotion going on. And it was this girl's ex-boyfriend who broke into the house and he was coming in to claim her and take her back. Anyway, police got called and he got arrested and everything else. And I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with people. I really don't. And I'm glad that girl's away from him, because he's not stable. The guy ain't stable. I've lost that little piece that I was going to use. There it is. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that's just horrendous. Right, we're just going to ink this up. Still going to make one more big tag. Right, we're going to put that there. I may have to put something on there, like something naturey that I may have, like a butterfly. But yeah, that was a scary moment. And the guy, he actually saw my son's friend's Nan, because she heard like something getting smashed, and she got up out of bed, bless her, and he apologized to her on the stairway. So sorry, but I've come to get, like, I'm not going to say the girl's name, but I've come to get blah blah blah. And she was like, get out of my house. Could have been worse. He could have assaulted her. God, it's crazy. Right, that's going to go in there. That is going to go, I don't know actually, that one will go there, because then we can see that. This one's going to pop in here, and we're going to make a big tag for here now. And I'm going to use that as the top. So it's going to be a big tag. If I haven't said that already, big tag. Where's that little thing? Oh, goodness. See, still got no bits left over. Right. Right, I'm going to bring the paper trimmer right now for this bit. And do I have any more of that coffee dyed paper? No, I don't. So I'm just going to back it onto here. It's going to be a long video, this, isn't it? Oops. And that glue is actually pretty good. From Amazon. It doesn't all kind of like, you know, fall apart and get all gloopy on the paper. This, and it's honestly, I just come across it by accident. And that's what it's called. You can see that. And it's 3 for $2.99, which is pretty good. It is. Right, let's cut this. Keep that part. Right, and we'll use that big one here to do the little tabs, the tag shape at the top. And we will pop in that. When did Donald Trump's hair become blonde? Thought it was quite red. Sorry, like, if you've just, well, it's not alive, but I'm still watching the King and Queen at the White House. Well, not watching it all the time, because I'm watching what I'm doing, just, you know, looking up every now and again. Right. So, I'm just thinking, do I put a... Right. see, I can make some. I could keep going. Look at that. 3 little bits of paper and you can do so much. Right. Now this is where I am going to probably come in with... let me have a think. Let me have a think. I'm just going to get the other piece here. Take this. We'll see. I've probably got all this printed off, but I just don't know where it is. Got lots and lots. I've actually got about 25 to 30, you know, the clear plastic envelope pouchy things like this. I've probably got about 25 of these all full of bits and bobs, and then about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tubs on my desk that's just a mess. It's just a mess. I am going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff. Like, it just has to go. I'm just so disorganized and everything's just a mess, and my organization that I did have is just gone crazy, out of control, because I just keep printing stuff off and forgetting and printing more, and just I'm not good. I'm not good. Right, this might not even work after me cutting this out, but hey ho. I just kind of want something. Yeah, dude. Have it down here a little bit though. Right. So this needs refilling, and the bottom of it is bust, as in there's a little tiny hole. But if you let the glue dry on it, I should just buy some more. They're not expensive at all. These are from is it Crafter's Companion? I think they're for putting icing in, something like that. But and I've got other ones, but the bottles are actually quite what's the word? Oops, I didn't mean to stick that down there. Right. Yeah, the bottles are quite hard to... Oh, my dog's barking. It's really hard to push on these. I don't know if there's anything that you can do to change that. Okay, right, we've got that there. I don't think it feels like... sometimes less is more. I'm going to use this because that's kind of running out. I should have actually... oh, look, a little glue booger. I should have just cut that bit off. It's going to cause a little bit of bulk, but we'll learn. We do learn from our mistakes, so it is good to make mistakes. And that was, see again, this would have been nice all stitched up. And like I said, less is more. I think that is, for me anyway, I think that's absolutely fine. I'm just gonna look for, let's see if that's enough. Not that thickness obviously, but that is perfect. Right, that will just go in there like so, and I may stick a butterfly on there later on. I don't know. Haven't got any to hand right now. Actually, I may do. Let's see. You know it's going to be an ARTYmaze one. Just a little butterfly sitting in there. That's what we'll do. Right, we've just got to fussy cut that out. And we will ink that up just a little bit. And that can just sit in there. I love the colours on this Whispered Botanicals. You know, the neutrals are just so lovely. And I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this journal when I remember that I've got to use that. Yeah, so I'll probably stick something else in there later. Let's just sit that. I'm just looking to see if there's something else that I could put on. Let's see, we could actually use another one of these. There, I'm not sure, so I'll just pop that in there just now, because my main purpose was making this pocket, and I've got an extra tag out of it, and I've now got a double pocket in my journal. So I hope you enjoyed that. The links will be below for the kits that I used to make this, and there is that 50% off. There's a little bit of cotton there. Well, there's lots of bit of cotton, but that was a big long bit. Yeah, 50% off. Go check it out. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. You can share this. You can hype it. You can leave a comment. You can ask a question. So yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.